Um, I might have COVID. And it's not because of me. It's not because I worked in a hospital. It's because I live with people who don't know how to use their brain. And they gave it to me. So my sister... Can you let me over? Thank you. So my sister got COVID, right? And she had came by before she knew. So of course after she found out she was positive, me and my mom went and got tested. We were negative. Cool. So my sister quarantined. We stayed home. We were negative, but we still stayed home for a bit. And then God, my brain's not working. And then because I'm moving, so we're moving stuff over, and my mom was just so adamant on trying to see her grandchild, right? She's like, I want to see her, kept calling her. And I was like, okay, but they need a negative test before they come by, before you see them. Don't stop trying to see them so quickly. And I'm sure my sister knew to get a negative test. She works in the health field. I'm sure she knew to get a negative test before trying to get near our mom. So whatever, I was still skeptical. I still even after her work said she can leave quarantine, I was still skeptical on getting close to her, because I feel like once you get it, it's just there forever. So I wasn't really that close to her up until trying to move, and I had to watch my niece and everything. But up until that point, my mom started getting like a cough and like a runny nose and stuff like that. Not even in the right lane. Am I in the right lane? No. And she started getting a stuffy nose, and she thinks it's COVID. And my sister was like, "Oh, get a test." And I was asleep the other day. Like I was trying to take a nap, but I overheard her dad as we were moving. So I overheard her dad ask if she got a negative test yet. She said no. So I knew then that, holy shit, they fucked up. So at this point, my mom is coughing quite a bit, and she's very congested. So this morning I took her vitals or whatever. Her O2 saturation is fine, and her breathing's fine, her lungs are clear, everything's fine. But she just, like, her coughing just seems so bad. Like, in the middle of the night, I heard it and it just seemed bad. Oh, there's a cop. Oh, they're busy searching somebody. So, it just seemed bad. And I'm convinced at this point, because the symptoms are matching of what my mom's having. And at this point, I'm pissed. I am pissed as hell, because as a healthcare worker, you should know that you need a negative test before going near anybody, especially someone who has underlying health conditions. It took no regard for her health. I asked my sister, I said, hey, did you get a negative test once your job took you off quarantine? She said no. I said, why not? And I said, Mom, she might have COVID. And I said, why didn't you get a negative? You knew you were supposed to get a negative test. Why didn't you? Like, her symptoms are worse. What is wrong with you? She said, Kay. I was like, I told her not to get around you. And she said that she didn't know that you were supposed to have a negative test. She said that was a lie, and that my sister did tell my mom to not be around her, and that she was forcing herself trying to see her. And I was like, regardless, you should have stopped her from going inside the house or wherever you guys are meeting at, because you knew you didn't have a negative test. Like, how does that make any kind of sense? And now I can't find a home kit. I can't get a testing appointment quick enough. Everything's a week out, or during a time where I have to work and I can't take her or go. And I'm just so pissed, because you're a grown-ass woman. You should know how to prevent this stuff. You work in a hospital. You should know you need a negative test before going near anybody. Just because you're out of quarantine doesn't mean you're not positive. Doesn't mean you're negative now. It doesn't mean that. Just because you're quarantined doesn't mean it automatically goes away after staying home for so long. It doesn't mean that. And whoever thinks that, please, once you finish quarantining, get a negative test regardless if you feel better or not. Because you can put others at risk of getting it. And honestly, I don't even care if I have it. I have a sore throat myself. I have a runny nose, a cough here and there, but it's like a scratchy throat. It's mild or very light. It's my mom that is the problem. It is my mom who I don't want having it. I don't care if I get the side effects or whatever, but she has a lot of health issues, and I don't need her getting that. Sorry, I just needed to rant a little bit because I'm just really pissed off about everything she's been doing lately. And right now I'm about to go see her because they can't even do anything by themselves. I'm so annoyed. Anyways, I'm moving. I'm driving. I had just finished a meeting with my classmates to study for our state test, and I am driving to our new house to help them fix some stuff. But I'm in traffic. I'm in loads of traffic. So, I'm sorry. I just needed to rant. And this is the end of this video. Please, everybody, be safe. It probably seemed like I didn't care about it. I mean, I don't, but my mom's at stake. I still took the precautions. I did everything I needed to. And they were saying, they thought I would get it first. How are you gonna tell me I'm gonna get it first and then you get it? They were getting mad at me on how I did everything. I know the setting I'm at. I know when I'm near a COVID patient or I'm not near a COVID patient. I know how to do the standard precautions and everything. But apparently she doesn't. And she's over here critiquing me. And am I going the right way? And she's the one that has it. Anyway, whatever. The lighting is kind of nice. Whatever. I'm driving. Everybody stay fresh. Peace. Love y'all. I will stay tuned for updates about my COVID situation.